Thank you, Austin. Time now for a full look at that weather forecast. Checking back in with our chief meteorologist, Dan Cianca. What's going on, Dan?
Well, we've got a couple things we're watching in the Weather Center tonight. Number one, kind of cooler temperatures expected over the next couple of days. Number two, more wind. And number three, maybe some precipitation. Let's get into it. Here's a live look from our Mount Toro cam looking on toward Monterey tonight. As we can see a little bit of sea haze out there over the city lights. The marine layer is technically present. We just don't have any clouds in it at the moment. But a few clouds are likely to develop within the layer overnight tonight into tomorrow morning. And they may be fairly shallow. And a cloud on the ground is what, class? What's a cloud on the ground? Fog. Austin, you get a point. Good job. They're paying attention eventually. So we might see a little bit of fog into tomorrow morning in that shallow marine layer. Something to keep in mind on your way out the door tomorrow morning. And we'll see that on our nightly planner. Temperatures dipping into the 40s. It was kind of chilly this morning in many locations as we dipped into the 40s. Although this afternoon we warmed up quite a bit, so pretty good stretch in temperatures. Your house might be creaking a little bit. They don't like those big temperature swings. They make noises. Your house does. You might think it's haunted. It's just temperatures. It's always the weather, isn't it? Mostly sunny skies tomorrow. A little bit of fog tomorrow morning. Sunrise 5:54 a.m. Few thin high clouds passing through at the moment. High pressure moving off to the east. Weak troughing developing on the west coast. That's going to bring some cooler air aloft. We mentioned this at the beginning of the show tonight. Next couple of days will be a cooling trend. Warm up a little bit this weekend. Cool back down a little bit as the next trough approaches Monday to Tuesday. And then it looks like we're going to warm back up again. So we have a bit of a roller coaster coming. Nothing extreme. It's kind of like a kiddie coaster, so don't get too worried about it. But either way, we will have some changes day to day, I suspect. So look at our future track overnight tonight. Again, a little bit of fog possible on the south side of the bay. Watch out for that on your way out the door tomorrow morning. But otherwise, a fairly low hazard morning. High clouds passing through. Differences tomorrow and today's weather. You're going to be a little bit cooler along the coast. You're going to be a little cooler inland. Wind should be about the same tomorrow afternoon. Cloud cover should be about the same with just a few extra high clouds passing through. So not quite a carbon copy of today, as will be about 5 degrees cooler in many locations, but not too dissimilar either. Just a little bit on the cooler side. And so take a look at those temperatures. These are my updated numbers. Do expect us to top out of the mid 80s still in Ben Lomond, still 80 in Scotts Valley tomorrow, and still 70s on the north side beaches. So if you were planning on heading to the beach in Santa Cruz tomorrow after thinking today, sitting in work today, you're thinking, oh man, I wish I should have been at the beach today. It's so nice out there. Well, tomorrow should be pretty nice as well. So you can head out there tomorrow. Capitola, 72 tomorrow. Should be in the 70s on the beaches there as well. On the east shore of the bay, well, we do see a temperature change as we head south out of Watsonville. You get more into that onshore flow, and that'll keep us in the 60s in places like Castroville and Marina. Salinas may not get out of the 60s tomorrow, but 69 is about where we should be for this time of year. Hollister have still got you in the 80s tomorrow, mid 80s in Gilroy. You did touch 90 today. On over to the peninsula and nearby areas, another cooler day, low to mid 60s expected. Winds will be coming in off the water. Sunshine should be abound tomorrow afternoon, but a little fog will be in the morning. And then down south, nearest the coast, will still be in the 70s, but 80s closing in on 90. For our southern valleys expected once again. So let's take a look at that 7-day forecast, and I do think the wind is going to hang on the coast here for the next several days. So while it's not going to be extreme any day, we will have just kind of an unrelenting spring wind during the afternoons. We'll cool down a few more degrees Friday. We'll see an uptick in some cloud cover. Even by Saturday morning, we might wake up in that full layer of clouds, and some drizzle may be possible out of those clouds Saturday morning, but they'll warm up a little bit Saturday afternoon into Sunday. Right now, Memorial Day looking pretty seasonable. Early next week, we could be watching for some rain chances. I'm not too enthusiastic about it. A couple models showing at least a light rain solution. I do have watching on my inland forecast for Tuesday. I wouldn't change any plans just yet. Just keep in the back of your mind that we might see something, and make sure to stay tuned to the forecast. In the meantime, we'll cool down inland through Friday and then warm back up for the holiday weekend.
All right. Thank you very much, Dan.